Okay, we are back with book club, still talking about Subtle Art of Not Giving a F, and we're going to go over 2 chapters today. The first chapter is called You Are Always Choosing, and he talks about how when you choose your own problems, you feel empowered. So it goes back to that first chapter where he talks about choosing your own struggle. When you don't choose your own problem, it's much easier to feel like a victim. He says that while other people might be to blame for our problems are always our responsibility. And I posted a video a while back of Will Smith, love Will Smith, and he said the same thing. Maybe he read the book as well, but while it might not be your fault, it is still your responsibility. And you can control how you react to these things that happen to us. And I think that's empowering. So choose. And choose to respond. The next chapter is called You're Wrong About Everything. And I love the analogy of life is an experiment where our values are our hypothesis, our actions are the experiment, and our feelings and emotions that happen afterwards are the data. So we think we're making a choice based on this hypothesis of our values, but how we feel afterwards actually determines whether or not it was right or not, which also kind of means that what is right for you, it might not be right for me, which I think we all already know. Certainty is the enemy of growth, he says. And I really liked that. Nothing is for certain unless it's already happened, and even then it's debatable. Which I absolutely love, because how many versions of a story can you hear from people who were all there at the same time, and it's always different. He talks about a really awesome experiment where a buzzer went off randomly to tell people that they did the right thing, but the buzzer was actually truly random. So they would come up with these strange series of button pushing and lever pulling and jumping and clapping and all these actions to get the buzzer to go, and each person did something completely different. However, each person walked out of that experiment feeling like they won, like they did the right thing, and I kind of feel like that's how life is a lot. And he ends the chapter by saying, if you feel like the world is against you, if it's life is just out to get you, then likely it's yourself who is out to get you. I think the exact quote is, if it feels like you versus the world, it's likely you versus yourself. So if you're not reading the book already, hopefully at least these videos are making you think. Stay tuned for maybe the last book club of Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fart.